Hi, this is Pilgramo and welcome to my channel. Today, I just received this request from the sister of my friend to send a video greeting. Tapos ang theme niya is that what you don't know about this person. Tapos naisip ko, ano nga ba ang hindi ko alam sa taong ito? Kung hindi ko alam, paano ko share? Anyway, so I tried to look at our yearbook. Yes, the Thomasan. Okay, so sa uste kami. Go uste! Go uste! And try to look at our pictures. Nakakatuwa lang, no? If you have a yearbook, nakakaaliw lang na tignan kasi parang ang bata yung dun sa yearbook na yun. Depende kung sino nanonood dito, no? So anyway, so I tried to look at our pictures at aliw na aliw lang ako to see how young I look like. Share ko sa inyo kung itsura ko. So nakakaaliw lang. So, tingnan natin. Nakakaliw ang yearbook, black and white talaga. Anyway, don't judge our generation. But, okay, where am I? Ito ka philosophy kasi. So, kita ko pa yung crush ko. Dito pala ako. Anyway. So, ayan ako. Yay! That's me! Ayan o. Yan ako. Nakakaliw, no? When you look at your pictures and see how young you were, ay, nasa na mga buhok ko. But at the same time, all those memories keep flashing back na wala, it just makes you stare at the wall. It just makes you stare. And, you know, remember and recall whatever happened in those years, no? 4 years rin yun sa college, no? And at that time, of course, wala pang senior high, no? So, straight from 4th year high school, I remember, I was only 16 during that time. 16 or 17, no? Nung first year college kami. Kasi ngayon, yung age na yan, senior high school na eh. So, nakakaaliw lang na tingnan na we were so young. Then, anyway, so naisip ko sa vlog na to, ang share ko na lang siguro ay yung mga natutunan ko sa college. No? So, nasa liberal arts ako. Hindi ko naman share sa inyo yung subjects na tinake up ko. At lalo na nung nag-major ako sa philosophy, kung anong mga philosophies, no? Especially the philosophy of St. Thomas Aquinas. I would not even share that. No? But what I would share is what I have learned from college life. Naawa nga ako ngayon sa ibang estudyante kasi wala silang campus life ngayon because of the pandemic. And we hope that next year meron na. Unti-unti naman nagkakaroon na tayo ng vaccine. Hopefully talagang magkaroon na rin ng face-to-face classes next academic year or kahit limited man. Kasi I know how they miss the campus life. And for those of us who have experienced campus life when we were young, it was so joyful. From Makati and UST is in Manila. And before, nung hanggang high school ako, Makati area lang talaga ang normal na ginagalawan ko. When I had to study in UST, 5 to 6 days in a week, I was in UST. There was a point that there was ROTC still on a Sunday. Then we had classes on a Saturday. So parang everyday yata kaming nandun. At anyway, so nakakaaliw lang na isipin ko ano yung mga kalokohan, kung ano yung mga saya, di ba, na nangyari sa inyo sa campus. No? Yung they say nga, di ba, student life naman is not only academics. They are filled with extracurricular activities so that students will have an holistic formation. But aside from those academics and the extracurricular activities, of course, the students have their own lives as well that they plan or they have outside of these realms that are guided or administered by teachers. So, ito yung nakakatawa. Ang campus ng UST, one of the most beautiful campuses in the Philippines. If I may add, if you have not visited it, you have to visit UST. It's the oldest continuing existing university, if I'm not mistaken, because it was founded in 1611. Sa Intramuros pa siya dati, so nilipat lang siya sa Espanya. Okay, so enough about my alma mater. So, I'm just sharing 5 things that I wrote down now trying to reflect on what I've learned in being a college student, no? In being in the campus. At ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo ay madaling mag-cut ng classes pero mahirap mag-abol ng grades. Oh my! I remember during my first year of college, tuwan-tuwa ako na pwede pala yun. You can actually attend one class and then not attend the next class. Because when you were confined in your high school, you were confined there from morning till afternoon. You cannot even go out. Like probably those people who risk going out of the fence or going out of the gate past the security guard, no? It's part of the thrill, but it's not easy. Unlike in college, it's so easy. The security guard will actually not prevent you from going out of the gate. That's part of the freedom that you get to enjoy when you are in college. And during that time, of course, maraming kainan around the area. So, minsan magkakayayaan, magbilyar. Minsan din, magkakayaan manood ng sine. At ang sinehan namin no, na pwedeng panoorin is SM City. Ang layo sa USC. But that was the nearest mall already at that time. Naku, nabibiso yung generation ko. And what I found out is that yes, you can cut. It's actually easy to skip classes. When it comes to the grades already, cutting classes will catch up with you because you might have missed certain activities that were graded, that were not announced, and it was done during the time that you skipped the class. So it's very important that you don't cut classes anymore. Why cut classes? Your parents paid for it, and at the same time, you have the time to actually do the things that you would want to do, like playing the billiards or watching movies outside of school time. Number 2, when I was young, minsan may mga subject ako na feeling ko, ano ba yan, wala namang katuturan yan. Diba? Yung feeling mo talaga, walang katuturan tong subject na pinag-aaralan mo, na nakaupo ka, nakikinig ka sa teacher. What is the relevance of this particular subject when I start working? But one thing I can tell you, may katuturan pala talaga lahat ng subject. Oo, lahat. It may not be the details of the subject, but the training that goes with it. It is the lesson that you learn from those subjects, especially if your teacher is so good that he can integrate this subject to what is happening in your life. So, nagiging relevant siya sa'yo. And at that time, when I was young and foolish, I must say, I felt that some subjects were not relevant. And when I became an adult, when I started working, all of the subjects were relevant in the sense that the training that I got from there really made me a better professional, a better employee, or probably a better dreamer. Naiinis tayo minsan pag group work, pag group report kasi may mga freeloaders and at the same time, you feel hindi naman nagtuturo si teacher kasi puro lang kami reporting. But the thing is, the reality is that in work, you have to be a team player. And even if you put up your own business, you have to be a team player. You should also know how to lead a team. And that's the thing about group works also. It may not be as attractive. It may be full of challenges also, especially if you are with people who do not like to work. But it's essential. It's essential in life. Until now, people complain about group work, but when you start working or build your companies, you know that group work is one of the things that is a must in any setup. If you are a student now and kung feeling mo the subject that you are learning is not relevant, think again. It is relevant. It will be relevant in your life. Number 3, masaya talaga ang may barkada. Lalo na kung good influence na barkada ang meron ka. College life kasi gives us the opportunity to meet a lot of people from different places. I remember when I was in high school in Makati, it was just full of people from Makati and Parañaque. When I entered UST, I encountered a lot of people coming from different places around the Philippines. So, it's important. Why? Because you get to know there are many interesting and brilliant people outside of Metro Manila. No, we are guilty of that sometimes. Sometimes we have the Imperial Manila mindset, and that's not really good. So when I went to USC and befriended a lot of people from different areas in the Philippines, I know that you learn best when the population is full of excellent people coming from different places. So yun ang nakakatuwa sa college life, sa university life. And it's always a blessing if you have a barkada with you, if you have friends with you, because you know that days can be tough. There are things that you would want to share with your friends, and you want to have fun also with people that are of the same mindset and are of the same wave and of the same wavelength. Kaya natutuwa ako kasi yung barkada ko sa USC noon, hanggang ngayon nagkikita pa rin kami at nagkakasama, at talagang we made sure that we would keep in touch every year. So kaya nga nakahingi rin yung kapatid ng barkada ko sa amin ng video greeting, because she knows that we are still seeing each other and we are still very good friends. Number 4, narinig nyo na ba yon? Yung magka-college kayo, sinabi sa inyo, ay nako, that's the real world. Or kaya, during the first day in college, your professors might have told you, welcome to the real world. As if naman fake yung world natin ng high school at ng grade school. But the thing, I guess, is that it has a semblance of the real world, but it is not, no? College life is not the real world. It is when you start working or establishing your own company that becomes the real world. When you are in the adulting stage. Oo, di ba? Yun ang real world eh. Pero yung college life, ay, saya-saya kaya ng magiging estudyante. Mas masaya talaga maging estudyante kaysa sa nagtatrabaho. Alam niyo yan. I encountered this open letter to students saying to them, if you feel that your professors are so strict, wait till you meet your bosses. Naku, kala mo lang, terror na yung professor mo. Eh, pag nakatagpo ka ng boss sa trabaho na mas terror pa dyan, that is the real thing. Because professors will still be compassionate. They might be strict in terms of you accomplishing your task, but at the end of the day, professors will always think how best can they help the students. Kasi ganoon naman ang mga teacher eh. They might appear to you as strict, but their main intention is for you to learn and to prepare you for the real world when you graduate from college and start working. We know that, our generation knows that, because we are now working, we are having our own companies. Not me, but probably you guys. But for the young people out there watching this vlog, think about it. So if you feel that school is tough, it is just a semblance of the reality of work. But even if it's tough, you know that you are being guided. In the same manner that when you go to the real world, when you become an adult, when you start working, there will still be people kind enough to guide you and mentor you along the way, even if there might be bosses that will terrorize you every day. If you are a student, you are not worried about losing an income. If you are working already, you are worried about that. So it matters greatly on how you work with people, on the people that you work with also. You might be so good in your job, you might be effective in your job, but the environment is not healthy for you. If there will be office mates who might not be as pleasing as you would want them to be, or not as professional as they should be, then that's a sad thing. So when I returned to school to take my master's, it was so different, because there was this notion already. I was working at that time, I was taking my master's. I know already the difference, and I know being a student is a lot better than being an employee. Because I was in liberal arts, I was kind of involved, in some rallies. Nagra-rally kami. I was first year in that time, and then I joined a political party. I ran even, I lost. Pero, alala ko tuloy, natalo ko. Anyway, so ang nakakaaliw lang no is that may mga rallies na ino-organize, and normally, itong rallies ito is about tuition fee increase. I remember that my tuition fee in UST was a lot lower than in my high school in Don Bosco, Makati. So, nagulat ako, ba't nagrarally yung mga estudyante na parang, hindi naman ganun kataas, pero ba't nagrarally? Diba? Yung parang, But you will see the passion of these students who are crying foul over tuition fee increases. And then I get to understand, of course, where they are coming from, how tough it is for some parents to send their children to school. And I just felt that I was naive, that I didn't know better. Kasi nga, no, sige, my parents were able to send me to schools, and I did not think about how it affected them in terms of tuition fee increases. So, aliw lang ako na every time I joined those rallies, I really felt that I could change the world. And this is the last thing that I would share. There was a time in my life when in college that I really felt I could change the world. Siguro nga kasi I joined a political party, I ran for student council. Major is philosophy. We were talking about the lofty things, the ideal things, and there was a sense of idealism that I really felt I could change the world and make it better. Katuwa, no? Ngayon, kasi parang hindi ko na siya nakakaramdaman. It reached a point that sometimes I felt that I could only do as much. When I became an adult and started encountering some big problems in life, I really felt that changing the world was the least thing that I am concerned about. And there were many frustrations also that I've encountered in terms of changing systems, in terms of like contributing to how to make this world a better place. So, mas practical lang talaga ako ngayon. What I know for sure is this: you can still change the world. I can still change the world. But the way I knew how I will change the world when I was younger is very different to what I know now. I know that I can change the world step by step. Probably little steps, probably big steps, probably steps that I can take with other people. But it's something that cannot be outright and cannot be immediate. When we were young, we felt invincible, that nothing can actually harm us, that we can actually do many things. Feeling natin superhero tayo. Si Batman or si Superman. Diba? Only to realize that there are many hurdles that you have to go through, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes the limitations are in front of you and you cannot even like surpass those limitations. I know how to change the world now, but it's not the way that I knew when I was younger. Kala ko dati, snap of a finger, voicing out my opinions will change the world already. There's a lot of effort to be done also. And what I know now is that every day I try to change the world by the actions that I would take, by the causes that I believe in, by the things that I would want to see in this world. Anyway, so, paano na? No? Tingnan ko muna mga itsura ng mga classmate ko rin. Kasi nakikita-kita rin kami minsan. Nakakatuwa, no? So, kayo rin, tingnan nyo rin yung mga yearbook nyo na nandyan. And realize the lessons you have learned when you were studying. It's so nice to go back to memories. Especially these memories make us smile. Discovering something nice sa buhay, something nice sa Pinas, something nice sa memories nyo. Like and subscribe, program channel, and click the notification bell. God bless you.